Like Lulu should get 1 million assists. Like even in a bad Lulu game, you should be like 1 kill, 3 deaths, and like 11 assists. That would be a bad Lulu game, and you're literally just having a 4 KDA for that game. So yeah, it just depends on like what the meta is. Obviously there's times like when Ivern was meta for the jungle, or like Nunu meta like in 2014. Like what let me see what my Nunu KDA was in playoffs. My Nunu KDA was 9. Yeah, I had a 9 KDA in playoffs because you literally just press W on your carry and like you press W on your carry and then you just get 1 million assists. Did I enjoy the tank Rek'Sai meta? I did. I mean, I enjoyed playing Rek'Sai because I feel like Rek'Sai does everything that a jungler like should be. I feel like Rek'Sai is what is fair about being a jungler. Like you should be good at ganking. You should generally fall off. You should have like creativity in your path. You should have decent jungle clear. In those days, you had decent jungle clear, like pretty good jungle clear, pretty good sustain. And yeah, you should just be a champion that's forced. You should be playing something that's forced to accelerate the pace of the game. The skill of your champion should come from like figuring out which lanes are gankable at which times, and like you should have some level of creativity around the angles that you can approach lanes with. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's kind of lame that Rek'Sai isn't like even viable at all at this point, because I think that that's like one of the more healthy junglers for the game. I think that Rek'Sai is an infinitely more healthy jungler for it to be played in like a pro game than something like Talon, where Talon essentially does the same thing as Rek'Sai, but like scales way too hard and can clear way too fast for being an assassin. Like assassin junglers should be slower clear than all the bruisers, because if an assassin is keeping up with a bruiser, you're just going to be way more useful in a team fight. Like, all right, whatever. Anyways, TS is gonna first pick Caitlyn here, I assume. I feel like you should first pick Caitlyn. Like, if you're not gonna ban it, you gotta first pick it. All right, there you go. So FPX will answer with Jinx. Jinx and maybe could be like Jinx Renekton, knowing that they're playing into Zoom. Actually, they probably don't want to early pick Renekton. I take that back. You don't want to early pick Renekton into Zoom, because Zoom wants to play Ornn, and he will play that matchup every time. So that is not what you want to pick here. I mean, if you go Jhin, that's fine. Jhin Leona is okay. It makes the Lux pick less attractive for Zhou. So I wonder what Zhou is going to pick here. I mean, he could always pick Rakan, but like that's kind of not what Caitlyn wants to do in lane. But a lot of people like picking Rakan into Leona. I mean, he could also pick Nautilus, but Rakan would synergize decently well with Jarvan. I mean, I don't think you want to go Lux. You have a lot of picks. I mean, you can technically pick a lot of things here. I don't think it'll be Tahm Kench. You could go Morgana. I just think Morgana is kind of lame, and I don't think Morgana synergizes that well with Jarvan. I feel like Jarvan wants a partner going in. I don't like the Lux pick. I think this is just like maybe if top esports can like level 1 invade and split the map, because yeah, I mean Talon is just kind of bad level 1. Maybe if you can do that, it will be okay. But I just feel like it's way too easy to just like die once as Caitlyn Lux into Leona Jhin and then just get railed for the rest of the game. Morg would be better into Leona. I mean, the thing about Leona and like, I think Morg is better into like Thresh, Blitzcrank, like those types of champions than Leona, because Leona could just E the Morgana, and then if the Morgana shields himself, then Leona could like potentially flash Q the Caitlyn. So there is like outplay potential the Leona Morgana matchup. Like you just have to hold your Q when you go in, and yeah, the Leona can actually do something. The TN Jarvan special. Blind Renekton. I mean, I guess technically it's fine. What does Naked actually play into Orianna here? I I would think it would be Zoe. I guess he could play Syndra as well. Oh, Zoe's banned, so I guess it will be Syndra? Rise? I don't know if I like Rise here. It's probably okay. I think Zoe would have been the best pick, but it's banned, so guess it's just between Syndra and Rise. Hovering Rise, so it looks like that's going to be the pick. And then the top lane pick into the Renekton. I mean, maybe it will just be Gwen. People have been playing the Gwen matchup. I was thinking it would be Gnar here. It's not going to be Jax. It definitely won't be Jax, right? It's like going to be... Yeah, it's going to be like Gwen, Jace, or Gnar. All right. Why is Akshan slash Vex not played? I mean, it's up. We've seen one Akshan game and maybe like two Vex games. We've seen Vex get a couple bans, but I guess people just don't like playing it into like the mid laners that are really common right now. Like maybe Vex doesn't have good enough lane phase into like Orianna, Syndra, Victor, like these types of champions that are being picked a lot. I don't know, bro. When I play with Vex in any of my games, it just looks absurdly broken. How's my Christmas? My Christmas was good, bro. I did everything I wanted to do. Hung out, ate good food, opened presents. My girlfriend liked her presents that I got her, so that's always good. Yeah, watch some NBA. I bought myself a Christmas present. I was like, dude, I want to just play a single player game. I found this gem of a game, bro. It's called, I don't know if I'm sure somebody's played it in here. It's called Pumpkin Jack. I'd never heard of it before. I just was searching for it. I was like, damn, this game actually looks like it would be pretty good. Game is just fucking amazing. It's such a good game. But I love like 3D platformers. Like that's my thing. What food did I have? So I had which NBA team am I supporting? I like the Heat. I'm a Heat fan. I'm a huge Heat fan. What did I have for food? I had like ham. I mean, it's Christmas, so we had ham. We had ham with like a nice like bourbon glaze on it. It was super fucking good. From this restaurant, it like with mac and cheese. Had some like nice like carrots. Had this like soup that doesn't sound that great, but it was like a squash like bisque type of thing that was actually really good with like some dinner rolls, some salad, and yeah, that was it. What game? Sorry, I missed it. It's called Pumpkin Jack. Pumpkin Jack. All right, let's focus on this. Wait, what happened top lane? I guess Zoom really just did not want to get level 1 abused by Gwen, and he just sat at his turret while Gwen pushed in 2 waves. It's okay. Zoom always ends up winning out these lanes. I feel like Zoom has like the best Fury management out of all the Renekton's in China. Seems like he just understands Renekton, like how to play like a safe Renekton. Just feels like he never really flips. He just gets his advantage like pretty naturally. Basing because he knows he can get Dove here. He's just dead, actually. Wow, right as I compliment him, he just runs it. He could have outplayed this, actually. I think he could have actually played this a little bit better. If he just E'd and didn't let the W full connect from the Talon, or he just flashes backwards, I think he can stall for Knight and they can make it a 1-for-1. Who's favored this series? I think like this series, TS should have been considered the favorite. All right, the double TP bot lane. Oh my god, TS is just completely screwed here, aren't they? They're going straight for Zhuo. I don't know. Could they only get 1 here? I feel like they kind of like overcommitted for Zhuo. They could have maybe got more. And I think if you're gonna go on anyone here, it should be TN. Go on the jungler that has a red buff. Even with his flash, I don't think he's living. Are you allowed to say that Zoom is overrated? Sure, I mean, you can say that. You're allowed to have bad opinions, bro. Like, no one's gonna, like, come down from the heavens and smite you just because you have, like, an opinion that Zoom is overrated. When, like, right now the consensus, like, by the community is that Zoom is not that good when he is actually really good. Refresh. There we go. What the hell? Lag? Never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good. God isn't a jungler. He can't smite me chatting. Nice. Oh, Beichuan has no flash. He's just dead. Actually, really good flash from Tien. Really good flash. Like, because the Talon was in the air with the Q, and he essentially did what you do to Lee Sin, where you just flash under turret. I mean, it's a pretty natural thing that people should be able to do. Or actually, was it EQ? It was EQ, and then it was flash in from Knight. But I mean, normally I don't see people play like that against Talon, because I feel like Talon hasn't been around like as a like in the meta in professional games for long enough for people to like remember that this is such a distinct possibility at all times. Tian did not flash. Yeah, I literally said it was EQ. I like corrected myself before anyone. I mean, like, it doesn't. You like? Do you guys realize that that doesn't actually like change the point that I'm making at all? Like, it is literally the same point. The point is that he dragged the enemy Talon into like into the turret by using a movement ability. Copium, it doesn't change the take. No, it literally doesn't. Like, I'm telling you, it doesn't. Misspoke? No, I didn't misspeak. I thought it was a flash at first. Like, the point is that they use the movement ability to get him into the turret. Beichuan has walls here. He's good. Free drag for T, yes. It might not end up being free. Maybe somebody dies here. Knight is probably dead here. Knight has no flash. I only banned one person. See, my tolerance is like actually super good. Would I say that's worth? I think both sides are pretty okay with that. I mean, I'm always on the side. Like, I play only solo queue these days, right? But I never want to give kills for first dragon, personally. I just feel like the games end up being so fucked up most of the time. And especially in games like this, there seems to be so much like randomness that happens that it doesn't feel like you consistently win through like a dragon objective. And like here, yes, you have like the Kate Lux. So you should be able to play around dragons. Like, who knows what the fuck is going to happen? People are not like basing correctly before dragon. People are not setting up vision. Like, there's a lot of people that sometimes get caught before dragons. So I just feel like it's not necessarily worth it. Also, you don't know what soul you're getting here. How boring is the Talon jungle meta? I don't think Talon jungle is a boring jungler. Like, that's not boring to me. I just think that it shouldn't be as OP as it is. But I'd rather have like Talon be a jungler than like Udyr. I think Udyr is a lot more boring than Talon. I don't think they can kill him here, can they? Ooh, Zoom actually didn't get the empowered stun. If he just autoed one more time and got the empowered stun, isn't Jalahu just dead? Ends up being 1-for-1. On average, how many people do I ban per stream? Myself, like, definitely under 5. Maybe like 2 or 3. I mean, it depends, right? Like, today, I logged on, and the first thing that happened was somebody just said, like, the N-word in my chat, and I just banned them. So, like, obviously on some days, like, you just have to ban more. But in terms of just, like, chatters that didn't say anything that's, like, super against like the rules of Twitch and I just ban them, I normally ban like maybe like 2 or 3 a day for just being like just people that you can tell you don't want in your stream, you know? Like, you can tell that there's just like certain viewers that are just looking to try to make the stream less fun for everyone, where it's just like, whether it affects you or not, it shouldn't even be like what you're thinking of. Sometimes you should think of just like, if you're just in the stream and you're in Twitch chat, like a random viewer in Twitch chat, if they see that comment, are they going to be more likely to like stick around? Like, do they want to be in that environment? And if the answer is no, you should probably just ban them anyway. And then sometimes I like ban like viewers that are arguing with other viewers for like an extended period of time. Like, it's okay if like a viewer says something and then another viewer disagrees, right? But like, sometimes I'll see an argument go on for like 30 minutes where I'm like, oh shit, like I was talking about these two players or like these two teams, and then 30 minutes later, there's the same two people that I've been reading for half an hour argue about how delusional the other one is, you know? And then that's normally a ban too. Okay, we got double TP coming in bot again. It's a 5-man. That's 2 kills. That's 2 guaranteed kills. Joe, you should never flash this, buddy. Like, you should never flash that. Come on, man. You got 5 people bot lane. None of your team is TPing. You got to accept this death. You don't get anything by flashing here. Sometimes it's fun to watch. Yeah, it's like fun to watch for the first 29 minutes, and then at the 30th minute, you're just done. FPX is so much better at Kate Lux. Well, I mean, I think that it's like, yeah, I think it's a team thing, right? It's not like just Jackie Love and Joe. There's a certain way that you want to play with Kate Lux, right? Like, you want your bot lane to be perma played around. You want your jungler to be hovering the lane. You want your TPs to be like up and able to counter bot lane. Like, you have to be enabling your bot lane to just push into the turret and just rail the enemy team under turret. Like, that is what your goal is. Also, I'm pretty sure that like this Kraken Slayer is just bad, right? Like, Kraken Slayer in this game on Caitlyn over Gale Force, I feel like there's so many things to like Gale Force here. Like, isn't having the Gale Force super nice for Caitlyn anyway? I don't know. Do I just have service level knowledge of LPL players, or is FPX just full of no names apart from LWX? No, no, they're not no name. I mean, like, Gory played a full split of LCK with Nong Shim, who was first in LCK for like a decent amount of time last year. So I definitely